On the behalf of Government Engineering College Banswara, I Dr. Sunil Gadwal welcomes you once again in video lecture classes. Today we are going to discuss about ultimate method. As we had discussed in previous classes, the estimation of carbon and hydrogen by ultimate method. So today in this class we are going to discuss about another element which is present in coal sample as a nitrogen. Nitrogen, as we know, that is an inert and incombustible gas. That's why it is undesirable in any fuel sample. Thus, a good quality of coal sample have very low nitrogen content. So the question arises here that how, if the nitrogen is an inert and does not help in combustion, then how we will find out the quantity of nitrogen present in coal samples. So now let's discuss about how to estimate the nitrogen. Nitrogen is estimated by Casaldal method. In this method, 1 gram accurately waste powdered coal is heated with concentrated sulfuric acids along with potassium sulfate and copper sulfate in a long necked flask which is known as Casaldal flask. As you can see in this diagram that this is a long neck flask. Here we are taking concentrated sulfuric acid, copper sulfate, potassium sulfate, and accurately we will take coal sample 1 gram and we put them. So at initial stage this coal will not mix with this sulfuric acid and copper sulfate. But as soon as we will start heating and this coal react with the sulfuric acid and make ammonium sulfate, and after some time it will make a clear solution. So what is happening? So first this nitrogen whatever present in the coal sample react with sulfuric acid and it will make ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate we know is a water soluble substance. So after some time a clear solution is obtained and the whole nitrogen is converted into corresponding ammonium sulfate. Whatever the nitrogen is present in coal sample that react with the excess sulfuric acid and make ammonium sulfate, and that will dissolve. So we will get a clear solution. The solution is treated with. Now what we have to do, we made converted all the nitrogen which was present in coal sample into corresponding ammonium sulfate, and from here we have to find out how much nitrogen we are having in coal sample. So now the solution is treated with excess NaOH to liberate the ammonia gas. So what will happen when we pass when we add NaOH excess to ammonium sulfate solution, then this NaOH react with ammonium sulfate and make sodium sulfate plus ammonia plus 2H2O. So this gas will come out. Thus the produced ammonia distilled over and absorbed in a non-volume V1O 0.1 N H2SO4 solution. So here we have to take some 100 or 200 ml 0.1 normality H2SO4 solution. So you can see in the diagram here, once the solution will clear, we will close the mouth of this long neck flask with the tube, and with the help of this condenser, when we heat, we add some excess NaOH, then this NaOH react with ammonium sulfate and liberate the ammonia gas. That ammonia gas will come out here, and in this conical flask we will take 0.1 N H2SO4 solution. So whatever the ammonia, we know that is basic in characteristic, and it will react with the H2SO4 is acidic, it will react fast and tap here. So once the bubbles will stop, we stop the heating also. So whatever the nitrogen present in coal sample, that will come out as a ammonia, and that we will trap here. So because here we are taking excess sulfuric acid, so finally we have to find out that how much sulfuric acid is unreacted with ammonia with the help of titration. So what is happening, this ammonia we are again trapping on 0.1 normal H2SO4, and it will make ammonium sulfate. The volume of unused H2SO4 is determined by titrating against 0.1 N NaOH solution. That the V2 ml of 0.1 NaOH was required to neutralize the excess acid. Thus, the amount of acid neutralized by liberated ammonia is determined. The amount of H2SO4 used to neutralize the ammonia evolved is N1 V1 minus N2 V2 milli equivalents. So here N1 and N2 are 0.1 normal solution we are used of sulfuric acid and NaOH. So 0.1 here we will keep, and that will come out as a common. So V1 minus V2 upon 1000, then it will come as the equivalent weight of nitrogen 0.1 into V1 minus V2 upon 1000 into, we know the equivalent weight of nitrogen is 14. So percentage of nitrogen is weight of nitrogen upon weight of coal sample taken into 100. So here weight of nitrogen, this we will keep in the formula, and we know that we have taken 1 gram exacts of coal sample. So ultimately it will come 0.1 V1 minus V2 upon 1000 into 14 into 100. So it will give percentage of nitrogen is 0.14 into V1 minus V2. Putting the values of V1 and V2 in this formula, we can calculate easily the percentage of nitrogen present in coal sample. Hoping that you would understood the topic very well, and will be able to answer the question. Thank you.